Sweet Baby Inc. has not gone away. Sweet Baby Inc. has tried to slither into a corner, pretend it isn't there, but it still is. Even though they're trying to scrub its existence from a lot of collaboration with other companies, Sweet Baby isn't there. And in the face of yesterday, that's why we're talking about this, in the face of our victory here in America yesterday with President Trump, these individuals, I will not use words that will get me banned on YouTube, will get my account taken down and shut down, the channel damaged. These, well, can I say Fangala? Can I say Fangala? Can I say that? I wonder if I can say that. I'm jumping around. I don't know if they speak Yiddish. I don't know if the bots know Yiddish. We tested that the other day on Ballbusters, but that's Ballbusters. I don't care what we do on Derby's channel. But let's say the French breads out there, they're petty. They're petty and they're angry. And in the face of this victory, in the face of America getting back to normal, in the face of the beginning of the end of them forcing their agenda into everything, because we know President Trump is against men pretending to be women and women butchering themselves to be men. And there will be a push to get those types of people out of women's sports who don't belong there, keeping them out of the incorrect bathroom, keeping them away from your children. We know that's going to happen. So what do you think they're going to do? They're going to be petty. They're going to be spiteful. And they are going to push it into video games even harder. We have it right here. Sweet Baby Inc. What's this guy again exactly? This guy is a Sweet Baby Inc. employee, just an employee, confirms company is doubling down on the woke agenda. They're not going to stop us. Well, if we stop the cackling moron, we could stop you. You know why? We won't buy your games. And we'll tell everybody who you do business with that we won't buy their games. It's kind of working. You're losing money. People losing money. Games need to make money. And we'll talk about Dragon Age in a minute and how it is likely not making money. Anyways, let's see this right now. We are at that Park Place. Grant Roberts, a former Sweet Baby Inc. employee. Former. That means he's not there. That means he has transmuted himself. That means he has passed his own, as the cancerous disease that he is, he has gone over to someplace else that probably infected another company with DEI death. Grant Roberts, a former Sweet Baby Inc. employee who is now the narrative director and associate studio at Longdo. There it is right there. He is already someplace else at Longdo. Made it clear that the company has no plans to change despite massive backlash it has received for pushing its woke ideology into video games. And here is Spider-Man 2, who they were involved in. I played Spider-Man 2. It is a woke nightmare. Not only is it a woke nightmare, it is a narrative disaster in terms of the story. They butchered my boy Peter to get in Miles Morales and a fake goddamn Venom. Harry Osborn is not Venom, never was Venom, never will be Venom. He is Green Goblin. He's Green Goblin. He dead. He dead. Roberts, who worked with Sweet Baby Inc. as a narrative director for a year and a half, told The Gamer that developers are still working with the company and that the backlash will not stop the company's agenda. Roberts first asserted that companies were not pulling their support from Sweet Baby Inc. when it really reached its apex when Elon Musk was tweeting about us. Companies were reaching out to us privately and showing support. Nobody was pulling that support. No, the only support you're losing is the actual customer. The actual customer who allows a game to exist. Look at Star Wars Outlaws. Yes, Star Wars Outlaws does not have the Sweet Baby stank on it, but it has other DEI stickiness all over it. It's a failure. It is an admitted failure by Ubisoft. They have lost hundreds of millions of dollars on that project. It didn't even break 1 million units sold. And it's releasing in 2 short weeks on November 21st. I will be making a video that day for its Steam launch. I cannot wait to have it show nobody playing, or essentially nobody of merit or value or consequence playing. So these games that are infected by Sweet Baby Inc.-esque DEI, they are automatic failures. Ubisoft is shitting their collective pants with the upcoming release of Shadows in February. That game is going to be a complete and utter disaster. It could destroy the company. And BioWare and EA are learning that with Dragon Age of Veilguard, which we'll get to in a moment. So let's keep going. So no, you lose the customers. That's who you've lost support of. That's who you actually need. He then attempted to explain why there is hardly any support for the company being made publicly. I think the reason why we've had more support privately than publicly is because when people do speak up publicly, we knew they were opening up themselves to attacks. God forbid public opinion force anybody to be held accountable. And here's the thing: how retarded must you be? How arrogant can you be to essentially out everybody you're dealing with? Because listen, I am not an internet autist, but there are internet autists out there who are supremely dialed in on the Sweet Baby Stank. They have that odor stuck in their nose. And they, like good old-fashioned autist bloodhounds, they track that shit down. They follow the leads, and they will sniff out who has the Sweet Baby Stank on them. Okay? They know who they are, and they will release it. So when they find out, when they release those lists, how arrogant is this Roberts dink to say, oh, yeah, everybody tells us in private they love us. Oh, thanks. Now nobody's going to buy their games. They'll just go on. They'll look for the Sweet Baby ID on Steam, and they'll say, "Oh, look, it's got the stank. Can't wash that off. Not gonna buy it." So this is so arrogant. Oh, everybody loves us. Well, where does that get you? Sweet Baby Inc. has recently whitewashed their entire webpage persona to try and hide everything. But internet never forgets. Internet autists never forget. We have long memories as gamers as well. We do not forget. We hold grudges, and we will make you pay for what you've done by not buying your games. Roberts went on to declare that he wished more companies did speak out publicly to defend Sweet Baby Inc. and its woke agenda. What I personally would have liked to see is more institutions saying that this is wrong, that this is happening, that people are being targeted in this way. Hey, newsflash, asshole. It's the internet. It's the internet. You're going to get insulted. You're going to get criticized, especially if your product is shit. That Sweet Baby Inc. isn't just a DEI company or a company that makes things more woke. Not that there's anything wrong with that in the first place, but if there was, that's not everything that we do. It would have been nice to have seen more people and institutions learn the lessons of 10 years ago. Oh, you mean it's not all you do? Get Kim Belair. We've talked about this in the past when she goes up on stage at a con and says it's our job to incite fear in companies to make them work with us out of fear. That's what you do. That's what you do. It's like, what she tells employees, go to your boss, go to your fellow employees, make them afraid, make them understand that their jobs are at stake if they don't bend the knee to the DEI. Give me a break. Give me a break. That's what you do. That's what you still do. That you always do. And that is the same poison you bring to wherever you land when you leave, because then you are the parasite inside the new host. You're there to open the doors so the disease can enter. So no, that is everything you do here, and it is wrong. The woke agenda, and I know woke is a difficult term to always break down, but I can tell you what it is. It is the vehicle through which they push communist Marxist agenda, intersectional feminism, pronouns, all that dog shit. They do it in there to push it, to break culture, to indoctrinate your kids. And then if you don't do it, they threaten to cancel you. That is what it all is. Plain and simple. And that is what Sweet Baby is doing. They've admitted in public, and this idiot admits it right here. While he left Sweet Baby Inc. seemingly in October, he informed the gamer he would go back. I would go back to work for Sweet Baby in a heartbeat. I would hire Sweet Baby in a heartbeat, and there it is. My parasite metaphor opening the doors just became the truth. He says it right there. Even though I've been doing this for a quarter of a century, I still learned an incredible amount from the people there, both about game development and otherwise. What game development? How to ruin a story? How to break lore? How to drive customers away? Is that what you've learned? Because you learned the lesson well. Even with the experiences of the last year and a half, which may have been mostly bad, I've learned a lot during that as well. Next, Roberts declared that Sweet Baby's woke agenda is inevitable. It's inevitable. Just like Trump was inevitable, and your stranglehold on entertainment is now inevitably going to be broken. The world is the way it is now. These games are more inclusive for people. Games are more authentic, and it doesn't matter whether you think that's true or not. It's happening. And so no matter what these people do, they're not going to stop us. They're not going to stop the way that the world is now. I think the world has rejected everything. Every single massively woke game out there has failed, has lost money. And companies need to make money to exist, to survive. So it is not the way the world is now. The world is rejected. Yesterday, the United States of America openly rejected everything this asshole stands for. Every single thing. And now we're going to see what they do. So I bring this up because this is what they want. They want to do nothing now but poison the well on the way out. That's what this is right here. This is, we know we're losing, so we're going to poison the water supply. We're going to salt the field so nothing can grow again. We're going to do as much damage as possible to the things you love. We're going to ruin what you love even more. And they have to an extent. I mean, Dragon Age is essentially ruined right now. Dragon Age is not a fun, entertaining, dark fantasy franchise now. It is a franchise made for people who love their pronouns, who want to chop their dicks off, and who want to F each other and characters just because it satisfies their gay needs. They care more about creating a fanfic persona in the game than actually really playing the game. And then all they care about once they're in the game is who they're going to F. That's all they care about. And of course, the endless, I'm sobbing, I'm crying, I'm wheezing, I'm vomiting, I'm screaming, I'm shouting. The endless talk, the endless descriptions of how they feel, which shows they are not gamers in any way, shape, or form, because real gamers don't talk like that. But that is who Sweet Baby Inc. wanted. That is who they thought they could help usher in as the modern audience in gaming. And guess what? It isn't working. The lead writer for Dragon Age right now, they had a meltdown over the election. Complete and total meltdown over the election. Sharing profane shit constantly about how they feel. They are going to try and burn the industry down through Sweet Baby Inc. and its ilk, its like. It is our job now. And I'm not saying exactly you and me, because this isn't exactly the stuff that I spend all day long digging into. But everybody needs to remain diligent and vigilant and point this shit out. Because listen, as our good friend Alf, Horny Alf, likes to say, the video game industry is not a monolith. It is very spread out. Many camps doing different things. Yes, there are the AAAs, developments, the corpos making their games, but the AA, the single A indie development environment is very, well, let's say it's thriving. It's thriving. It's active. It's full of life. Everybody's making good games. They're getting good stuff out there. And that is where gaming will survive. That is where it will survive. And as idiots like this who make everything ideological react to what happened yesterday and try to burn it down. This guy, the guy from Sweet Baby Inc. we just talked about, who said, I'm going to welcome in everybody in my new job to the Sweet Baby Inc. and their ilk. I'm happy to, woke isn't bad. It's great. It's diverse, this and that. These are people who do not understand that their modern audience is not the real customer base. That the people they're attacking, the people who they are actively saying, we're going to destroy the things you love, they're the ones you need to have be your best friend and spend money in your games. They're not going to. Very simple fact. They're not going to. Don't let them destroy what you love. Yeah, but these are who make these games. And they're going to get hired to make other stuff because the dude who we referred to a moment ago happily lets them in the door. So the disease is going to keep spreading. We are not out of this yet. We got another 3 to 4 years of the horrible games coming out. And what we have to do is survive this. We have to protect gaming. So when these people have lost so much money that the corpos are forced to finally jettison them, kick them out, we must be vigilant and diligent and protect everything until then and point it out. Don't be afraid. But after yesterday, they can't hurt you anymore after yesterday. They can't hurt you anymore, guys. These guys can't cancel you. They can't stop you because in the end, to properly use the phrase that the acolyte stands wanted to use, there are more of us. There are more of us. Real gamers, real fans, normal people. There are more of us. They can't stop us. And as long as we have each other's backs, if you see somebody who is normal, who is based, who is a Chad out there fighting the good fight and they're under assault, all you got to do is step in there and say, I got your back, man. If you've got a good product and I like it, I'll buy it. I'll spread the word. If you see them under attack on social media, dive in there. Just, you don't have to actually fight. Just say, I got your back, man. Here's a like. Here's a retweet. I support you. That's sometimes the best thing you can do when somebody's under assault by these woke-tards. Show them they're not alone. That's how we got here in the first place. We showed each other. We showed each other by putting up signal lights everywhere that we were not alone. That's what every good YouTube channel in the fellowship, in the 199, that's what every YouTube channel is. We are an outpost. We are a bonfire. We are a signal light for people to come and gather and say, hey, guess what? Let's sit down and hang out and remind each other that we are not alone. That is what we need to keep doing. That's what got us here. That's what's going to get us through us. And yes, we will get good entertainment again and good games. We will get it if we point this shit out and drive it out and burn it out of existence. Force these people to eat their cat food. Force them out of the industry. Gatekeep your franchises. Gatekeep your shit. Don't let them in the door. There's nothing wrong with gatekeeping. If we gatekept everything in the first place, we wouldn't be here right now. Would have kept these weirdos out. There'd be no Raylos. There'd be no acolyte stands. There'd be no fake Doctor Who fans. I almost said a very naughty word that YouTube won't let me say. They wouldn't be here. They wouldn't have taken what we love and bastardized it. But we could save things. We may not be able to completely save what's been lost, but we can look to the future, look to the people who are making good stuff. Look to me. I am just waiting for this channel to grow a little bit more, and you will get my book. I will give you fresh, new IPs, new stories, new universes. I've got stories to tell you guys, but we got to get the channel there. We got to grow. I got to say, hey, I could sell X amount of units right now. I have people who are ready to give money. We could get there, but I need your help. That's what I'm saying. Support the people who are ready not to necessarily replace. Well, I don't want to replace Star Wars. I don't want to replace Doctor Who. I don't want to replace Star Trek. I simply want to give you something new, and I am not alone in that. There are hundreds, probably thousands of original creators out there, creative people who have ideas, fresh, new ideas that are just entertainment. There's no ideology, no message in there. We're just ready to give it to you. All we need is your support. And I'm not just saying necessarily financial support, which of course you got to buy the product, but saying help us grow our base, our foundation, so we can be visible. Half the reason I currently exist at the level on YouTube that I am is because I'm virtually invisible. Nobody knows who or what I am except on our small little layer here at the very lower levels of the fellowship in the 199. We need to make each other visible here. Myself, everybody else I stream with on a regular basis. A lot of us have things we want to give you eventually, but we need to get bigger. We need to be seen. We're the next wave. And you guys are the ones that are going to carry us there. And It's our job to force these guys out because they are going to now. They are petty. They're burned. They are wounded, vicious, rabies-infested, disease-infested animals backed into a corner, and they are going to destroy everything in sight to try and escape. And they're going to try. And it's our job to point it out. It's your job sometimes to tell me if I've missed something, and then it's my job to talk about it and shed some light on it. The disinfectant, that is sunlight. That is what we're going to do. And we're going to get these guys. They are not going to destroy everything. So, yes, we will get good entertainment. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Check out my gaming channel at Renaissance Nerd Arcade, and follow me on X Twitter under @TheRedNerd. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.